going on, you all? My name is Darren Rowan, and I'm a storytelling coach. But more importantly, I was also a king in chapter 2 of the King series. Now we're in the chapter 3, and I am blessed to be your ambassador. Listen, you do not want to miss one episode of chapter 3, because we know how Cal is. He's going to bring the fire, the passion, and the energy to each and every episode. Chapter 3, King series. Let's go!
How y'all doing today, man? As you know, it's Kyle Jacko checking in from the ATL. Man, I hope you're having a beautiful, blessed day right now or night. I know y'all looking right now like, where is the King Series shirt? Where's the fedora at? Like, Jacko don't have anything on. You're going to see why I don't have it on right now because who I got coming to the stage first. Before we ready to get started to the video, shouts out to the King Series Chapter 1. Y'all paved the way for the King Series Chapter 2. Shouts out to the King Series Chapter 2. Because y'all paved the way for the King Series Chapter 3 we're doing right now. It's going to be 40 Kings for this King Series. Yes, 40. We're wrapping up the whole King Series right now. July 31st is the last King Series video. So I say, you know what? We're going to do something real different. Y'all don't know, I love Batman. For real, I really do. And this King is coming on stage right now in a second. This King right here calls himself the Superman of Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know about anything about Batman and Superman, you know Batman real better than Superman. Superman had to get his power from somewhere else. Don't worry about that. But this King is something really amazing to me because I see his growth. I see where he's coming from. I see what he's doing. He's doing a lot of great things right now. So right now, Brother David, I want you to come to the stage right now and let people know who you are, what you do, and Batman is better than Superman. Go ahead.
First of all, absolutely not. Let's be clear. First of all, absolutely not. Superman all day. I just want to say thanks. Shout out to Kyle, man, for inviting me onto this platform, man. In typical Superman style, I was off just doing my own stuff. We met on Clubhouse, and I came into one of his rooms, and it was a push, which means pray until something happens. And Kyle was just, I call myself the Superman of Clubhouse, but I got to say that Kyle has been the most dynamic person on Clubhouse that has given me a run for my money when it comes to energy. And so when he approached me about this, about the opportunity to be part of the King series, I didn't even waste no time. I was like, yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'll support whatever you're doing. So for those that don't know me, my name is David Williams, to be exact, and I'm hailing from New York City. I do a lot, as Kyle said. I'm currently coming up on book number 6, which I still get emotional about because that started from a conversation years ago, and I just fell in love with just being expressive. And nobody's been able to tell me nothing ever since. I just fell in love with it, and I'm just going until I can't go anymore. And that has opened up the door for me not only to be an author, but now I also have expanded into podcasting because I was like, well, if I'm getting good at it on paper, I want to see what I could do with my voice. And so I added podcasting as I went. I didn't start off doing that, but it just fit with what I was doing. And then the last thing that I have going on is perfume, because I feel like entrepreneurship is expression, and I didn't want to be pigeonholed. I didn't want to feel like I had to do one thing and just stick with that one thing. And so I stick with what I love, man. That's kind of been the key to some of my successes, is sticking to what I love. I salute what everybody's doing. I don't try to step on nobody's toes, but I stick to what I love. And so that's what's gotten me to almost 6 books, to now being a global podcaster, now being live in 5 countries and growing. And now, like I said, I'm looking to take over also perfume. So that's just a little bit about myself. And I'm gonna let Batman, also known as the second best, take it away.
So now y'all see why I got the shirt on, because he thinks he's Superman. He thinks Superman is better than Batman, but it's not. I am the Dark Knight. That's what I do. But man, this King is an amazing King, man. Like all these Kings is on this King series. But with David, I've been hearing David a lot. So when it was time for me to do this video, I say, you know what, David, we got to do. I say, man, you gonna wear your Superman, little shirt. I'm wearing this Batman shirt. That's what we're gonna do it. So King, my next question for you is, how do you wear your crown in society around other kings?
That's a great question. I find myself leading from a humble place. I find myself leading from a humble place. I don't go around acting like I'm better than anyone. I don't go around with this kind of like look at me type of vibe that some people might be on. That's not my style. I'd rather show by example and lead through kindness. That's really been what has kept me in the game of doing what I'm doing for so long, and not letting the successes that I've had go to my head. Be proud of myself. Of course, I am. I'm proud of myself because I became something or someone that nobody thought I could be. So I am proud of myself for that. But I don't let it. I don't let it go to my head. Like I don't walk around with my chest out, so to speak, thinking that I'm above people, because I'm not. And I've learned to not only walk amongst kings, but also walk amongst the less fortunate. And to me, that's what keeps me grounded with what I'm doing. And that's what allows me to not be afraid when I go most places. Because when I'm coming from a place of trying to take over everything, like that's not what I'm coming from. I'm coming from a place of learning. So as of right now, that's what's kept me and has allowed me to walk amongst kings.
Okay, I love that. I love that. My next question to you is, who do you consider to be your king role model? Like with me, my king role model is Malcolm X. Malcolm X is one of my king role models because Malcolm X was first Detroit Red. When he was a Detroit Red, he was in the streets doing everything he was doing. Then he eventually got caught, and then he got caught, he got thrown in jail, became a Muslim. When he became a Muslim, he went to Mecca, he came back. When he came back from Mecca, he came back with a whole different just mind frame of life. And then everybody looked at Malcolm X as he's an angry black man. No, he was trying to protect his family. So whenever you saw the AK-47, everything he had, he was protecting his family. To me, it's a strong king whenever you can change your mind frame from some to a positive. My next one has to be my pastor, Dr. Curran B. Lee, because where I was going in my life, I didn't know where I was going, but God sent my pastor in my life. And my pastor is the same way, on the pulpit, off the pulpit. The type of husband he is amazing. The type of father he is amazing. And then the way he just pours into us and everybody else, Pastor Dr. Curran B. Lee is my king role model. So for you, King, who is your king role model? It could be auntie, uncle, a celebrity. I want to know why they're your king role model, and let them know what kind of influence that played in your life to be your king role model.
Yeah. What came to mind when I was listening to you talk first was my grandfather. He was first generation entrepreneur in my family, and before I found out that he passed away, I was very much carefree about life, wanted to just have fun. And it's crazy how like somebody passing away can kind of give you that wake up call. It's unfortunate that sometimes that's what it takes, but sometimes that is what it takes. And I saw that my grandfather was able to do amazing things with himself, and he had 3 or 4 businesses that he had. And when I found out his example, and so many people came out to share that and how he inspired them to start companies and start businesses, and I started thinking of how I could apply that to my own life and my stuff. And so that's when the journey of like authorship and all of the great things that I'm doing, that's when it started, because I saw how death is a unfortunate way of telling you to get your act together or get your life together. And so my number one example is my grandfather. And then my number 2 example, of course, is mom, of course. We didn't always see eye to eye all the time because I admittedly was stubborn. I was as stubborn as a stubborn mule. And so just her being able to be honest with me, even when I don't like it, even when I don't like it, she still tells me the truth, and it's played off. And then my last person I would say, to kind of narrow it out, is Jay-Z. We were talking a little bit about that earlier today. And I tell people all the time that music, if you listen to it right, can influence you to make positive decisions. I know that we hear a lot about the negative stuff that music can influence you to do. But when I was watching, Jay-Z's example of how he tried to get a label, tried to go on a label and get a record deal, and nobody wanted to hear his music. So he started his own stuff. And I could relate to that because that's how I felt at a lot of like my jobs, because I worked jobs before I took a leap of faith and decided to create my own lane and create a buzz for myself. And I kind of related to Jay-Z in that sense. And so just seeing where he is and what he's doing. And I love something that he said, like when you reach the top of a mountain, you don't climb back down the mountain. You find a new mountain to climb with a better view. And I love that. And that's kind of become my mantra, like ever since. And people ask me, when am I going to stop my stuff? I tell them I may take a break, but in terms of stopping, no, I'm not doing that. No, I can't. I got more to do. So right now it's my grandfather, it's my mom, and it's Jay-Z. As three people right now that I look up to.
I love that. Rest in power to your grandfather and your mom. You put your mom in the king's role model. Like, that's a very beautiful thing, because my mom, she's very big in my life. And growing up, it was just me and her. So yeah, I just didn't put in the king role model. But hey, I love it because you got mom right there. You had to put it in there. Shout out for Jay-Z too, because Jay-Z doing a lot of great things. Right now, we're about to do something, and it's going to be called the wordplay. The wordplay is something that, Brother David, I know you're ready to play. We're about to get ready to play this wordplay right quick. When I get ready to say a name or a place or a thing, what you're going to do is you're going to go in detail and tell me what it means to you. Are you ready? Unmute your microphone. Let's go.
All right.
Okay. So when I say, I'm going to give you all superheroes. When I say Batman, what comes to your mind?
Second best. No, just kidding. No, I love Batman. I love his willpower. You know, he especially since he started from nothing and ended up learning 127 different forms of martial arts. That is an amazing amount of dedication and discipline. So shout out to Batman. Shout out to Batman.
Okay. What about Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman, I love what she stands for when it comes to the queens. Similar to Superman and Batman, Wonder Woman keeps fighting and fighting and fighting until she can't fight anymore. And I love people that are like that, man, that just have this never say die type of attitude. And you have to decapitate them when it comes to their dreams, their goals, their ambitions. They're not slowing down for nobody. And I feel like Wonder Woman represents that for women, like in particular.
See, if y'all don't know, like, I love cartoons, like I love superheroes. So y'all might not like this video right now, but I love it because I get to actually show you another side of Jacko. I really do. Okay, so my next one is gonna be the Flash.
Flash, I love the Flash. I love the Flash too. Not as much as Superman and Batman, not as much, but I love the Flash because he does remind me of myself a little bit in terms of, like, once he gets going, he's only going to stop if he wants to. But somebody telling him to stop and slow down, it only makes him want to go faster. And that's, I feel like that's me in a little bit of a way. Even though we talk about Batman and Superman a lot, but Flash, when it comes to how long I could see myself going, especially when I love what I'm doing, I could do it forever. Ain't no slowing down no time soon. So shout out to the Flash.
Okay, and then we're gonna just talk about this little S on your chest. Go ahead and let them know who that is.
Wait, say that again. I want to make sure
Go ahead and let us know who that little S is on your chest, whoever that little S is.
Oh, you mean the greatest hero of all time? That's Superman, of course, man. That's Superman. I love Superman, man, because I relate to a lot to Superman. We're joking about it, but I relate to Superman a lot because when I was working, I felt like I was told I had to, follow the rules at work, so on and so forth. But when I was in my creative space and I was able to let my mind just be free to kind of come up with whatever ideas I want to come up with, I was able to run wild with it positively. And that's what's birthed a lot of this stuff that I'm doing, is giving myself the freedom to do that. Because at work, I can't do that. I can't tell them what I'm up to outside of my job. I can't do that. And so I needed a space where I could just be free. I could be free to express myself however I want to. And that's what birthed podcasting and books and things like that. So I think that's why Superman for me is really relatable, because I related to kind of how he was at work. At work, he was very mild-mannered, but he would also kill you in 20 ways if you piss him off. So it fit. I found that it fit for me personally.
That's cool. That's nice. You see what's on my chest, though. But, man, you have won the wordplay, man. Unmute your microphone. I got some gifts for you, man. I want to see if you're going to accept some of these gifts. Okay, man, your first gift is I got 75 Popeyes biscuits. You can't drink no water. You can't drink no tea, no butter, no nothing. You got to eat the biscuits in 15 seconds. What you think about that?
I like a challenge. I'd be down for that.
So you'll try it. You got to eat 75 biscuits in 15 seconds. You'll try it. No water, no tea.
I'll try it. I'll give it a shot.
Okay, I got another gift for you. Okay, so you know what Chucky is, right? The dog.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll be sending you a Chucky dog in about 2 more weeks to your house.
Hell no, you can keep that. You can keep. Hell no, man. No, sorry, I gotta say no to that one.
Excuse the language, but yes, I was waiting for one of the kings to really say something. You really did. This has been one of the most funniest King videos ever, because, bro, like,
I have no filter, man. No filter.
Yeah, you got to start. But man, so you ain't gonna accept the Chucky dog?
No. Mm-mm.
You all want it?
Nah, I can't accept that one. Plus, I just see Chucky movies. I'm paranoid about Chucky. I've seen too many movies.
Okay. I got one more gift for you. I got you a Jay-Z album. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be sending it to you. Okay. Only thing bad about it is it's broke up in 321 ways. And how to prepare the cover photo is me on the cover photo like this.
You know what? I would take that. I would totally take that. I would take that over Chucky any day.
No, you got to take all the gifts in the bundle.
What? You didn't tell me I didn't have no choice. See,
no choice at all. Hey, one thing about the wordplay, man, it's a beautiful thing, because we gotta get ready to get into a topic right now. And the topic we gotta get into is about to be a real good topic. Right now, all Kings was a part of this King series. They had to watch a video. It was Uncle Eddie Ray Brown, King series, chapter 1, series 15, looking at you like this. Brother David, I want to let people know what you saw from that video and why they should go watch this video with Uncle Eddie Ray
Brown. Yeah, I did see the video. I saw it twice, actually, so I could really take in what was being said. And it reminded me of kind of like how the generation before us back in the day used to sit us down on a bench, whether that's a park bench, whether that's on a patio, just finding a place to sit you down and just talk to you and have a real conversation from the older generation to the new generation. And I love that that was his message, to you and anybody that was watching. And what I took away from that, man, is the importance of ownership and the importance of owning things. And I mean, like businesses, I mean, stocks, I mean, crypto, like whatever you want to own. Not just a house, not just a car, but really putting a strong emphasis on the importance of ownership. And like I said, I watched it twice, so I could really take in what was being said. And to me, that was one of the most important things that I got from it, because it reminded me of something that my grandfather would tell me. So even though my grandfather wasn't there, he also pushed ownership. And like I said before, he had 3 or 4 different things that he did. And I took that to heart. And now as a result, I have my own 4 things that I do that I'm looking to pass on to other people. So I saw my grandfather in it, even though it wasn't about my grandpa. I felt like that's something that he would also say. And that's what I took away from it, was the importance of ownership and the importance of working hard, and that nobody's going to give you anything. And there's no freebies. There's no freebies when it comes to building your dream. So that's what I was able to take from it.
Love that, man. One thing about these videos, like I tell y'all, I don't know what they're gonna say, but every time when the king comes on there, it just, out of all these kings, I already know my uncle's in heaven, but I feel like when you hear these shares, I feel like my uncle just smiling. He just smiling at all of y'all, and he's just looking at y'all like, that's what I'm talking about. So that's why I look at it every time. So rest in power, Uncle Eddie Ray Brown. Such an honor. My next question to you is, what are you doing right now to develop future kings for success in your community?
One of the things that I'm doing now is going back to what we talked about in this initial conversation, looking at my books like they're a yellow brick road. I don't know who's going to follow it. I don't know who's going to come across them as I go. But I know that people that really, really resonate with the books that I've written so far, they're going to find their own nuggets from it. They're going to find their own messages from it. And they're going to find ways to hopefully make their lives better. So I feel like that's one of the ways that I'm giving back to people, and paving the way for other people that I don't know about. And somebody asked me the other day, would I ever stop doing it? I told them I don't have a set amount of books that I'm going to write. I used to, but then I like the thrill of it. I like the thrill of not knowing what I'm gonna come up with next. I love the thrill of it. And so as of right now, I don't know how many books I'm gonna write. I'm celebrating the fact that I've been able to write close to 6 at the moment. I'm celebrating that, but I don't know how many books I'm gonna write. So I'm just enjoying the ride, just like everybody else at this point. And so treating it like it's a yellow brick road, I feel like, is one of my ways that I'm giving back outside of the podcast and stuff.
I love it. You're giving back to the youth with knowledge. You're showing the youth the right and the wrong way to do stuff. You're actually showing, like, if you want to go do something, start. Because the only thing you can do in life is you got to start to do something. So, I mean, that's why, like I told you, that's why Batman is better than Superman. I told you that. But anyway, my next question to you is, it's going to be a real good question. It really is. I love this question. What behaviors do you see in mainstream society that's sending out the wrong king development message?
That's a great question, man. One of the things that I see, or that I saw for a long time, was men not being able to express how they was feeling when they was frustrated. And I feel like I just learned recently that it's okay for us to do that. I was told for a long time not to ask for help, not to ask, knowing that I need help, knowing good and doggone well that I need help with stuff. So I feel like that's one of the things that I've seen on the news and in highlights that that I feel like it's starting to change. But men expressing how they feel when they're frustrated, when they're mad, when they're sad, when they're happy, and realizing that men got feelings too, and it's all right to express those feelings. As long as you find a healthy way of doing it, but there's nothing wrong with expressing your feelings. So that's what I feel like is one of the things that I've seen that might be steering kings in the wrong direction.
Okay, man. Love that. We got another part of this video, man. I love this part of the video too, because when the Queen series chapter 4 started, shouts out to the Queen series, they had a Queen's prayer. Over there. This year, this series, we got King's prayer, where the king is gonna pray for all the kings on this King series, all the kings in New York, all of them in Atlanta. He's gonna pray for all the kings around the world. So after he get ready to do his King's prayer, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna, I got stuff to tell y'all before we get ready to go. So, Brother David, I would love you to give us a King's prayer for this video. King, you got the mic. Go ahead and give us your King's prayer.
Dear Heavenly Father, I want to take this time to say thank you to not just you, but those that I've met along the way that really resonate with my message, and vice versa. And we are able to sharpen each other's iron when needed. No king is an island out here. Everybody needs somebody at some point, and I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for the people that I've met along the way, both that have stayed and both that have lost, and just being present. I'm thankful for you giving me the ambition that you're giving me. I'm grateful for just leading from a compassionate place and people that could resonate with me. And I'm hoping that somebody else comes along and sees this message and will take this message to places that I can't take it. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Shouts out, man. Love that prayer. Hey, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video to your family. Share it to your friends. Let them know this is the King Series, Chapter 3. This King Series has been amazing, been a blessing. If you want to know more about Brother David, look in the description below. Once you look at the description below, you're going to see his hyperlinks down there. Go click the hyperlinks and see what you can do to help him out and help you out. But Brother Dave, you've done such a great job in this video. What I want you to do is I want you to give a motivational message to the kings and to the queens. And when you do that, I want you to close the video out. So if you want to close the video out and take off that ugly Superman shirt, you can. You can if you want to. But man, for real, thank you for being a part of the King Series. It has been an honor. And man, you got the mic. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Make sure you're going to follow the King Series. Brother David, everybody connected to the King Series. Shouts out to everybody. You got the mic, brother.
First of all, I will definitely not be taking off this shirt because I'm always represent, whether Batman's involved or not. No, I'm just kidding. For those that are going to be watching out there, I'm hoping that you follow your intuition and not people. People are great, but they can also lead you in the wrong direction sometimes. And I feel like your heart will always lead you in the right direction. When you get a hunch, when you get a nudge that you feel like that's something that you should be doing, just take a chance on it and just take it. You never know where to take you. Much love to Kyle. Much love to the King's Movement. I'm grateful to be a part of this. Like I said before, and I'll say it again. Superman is the greatest hero of all time. I'm always rep that. I don't care what Kyle says. I don't care what nobody says. I'm always rep Superman. But I do acknowledge that Superman and Batman on the same page do a lot of damage together too. And so for those that are going to be watching, man, one thing that I've learned is to be kind to yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you. People can encourage you to do it, but nobody's going to do it for you. So be kind to yourself. And this is David, also known as Superman, and I rest my cape on Kyle's forehead. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I'm out.